Hey guys, going on Friday, 21st of October 2011. I want to be very blunt and very to the point. Europe is done. Europe is finished. America's going to follow soon thereafter. And I did a video a month ago saying Eurozone bankruptcy begins. That video was spot on. So, and you can tell definitively by what the big money people are doing. What was it yesterday, the day before? B of A transferred 75 trillion in derivatives onto the books of the FDIC. JP Morgan did the same with around 79 trillion in derivatives. About a week ago, I believe, Bob Chapman actually spoke on this. The JP Morgan was settling most of their silver short contracts. Apparently, the rumor is there's massive amounts of short contracts on the S&P 500 for a week or two in the future. And these are all extremely definitive of a major crash coming. The banking system is getting ready for a complete meltdown. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. A lot of people are out there screaming that, oh, it's such a terrible thing for the FDIC to take on all this debt exposure from Bank of America and JP Morgan. And, I say to those people, look, you're not looking at the big picture. You're not looking at the big win coming up here, because if JP Morgan and Bank of America do this, do you know what's going to happen? They're going to ensure that the dollar collapses. It's not American taxpayers are going to foot the bill, and they're going to allow JP Morgan and Bank of America to survive, and the currency is going to make it through this ridiculous exposure. No, it just won't happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, I'm totally delighted. I don't sound too delighted today. I'm tired, but yeah, that it's just going to ensure that the dollar is going to collapse. I'm looking forward to it. One of the things I want to talk about today, though, is on June 8th, 2011, I made a video, and at the end of that video, I said, quote unquote, between now and the end of 2011, November in particular, you're going to see some real visible fireworks. That's exactly what I said. So from that quote, I'm sticking to my prediction. November is going to be one hell of a month, and November is going to be one hell of a month. I'm going to predict some other things in addition to that. February of 2012 is also going to be another big month, but it's going to be big for different reasons than November of 2011. I think the writing's on the wall. Again, I'm going to reiterate, Europe is done. They're finished. On a monetary system, they are finished. America will soon thereafter follow. Europe will go back to independent currencies. For example, Germany will go into Deutschmarks, French will go into francs, Greece will go into drachmas or whatever their currency is. When the United States collapses, they will evolve into a system that does not use money, does not use paper money. It is a moneyless system. And that is actually the best of all worlds. And that's one of the reasons why I want the dollar to collapse, and why I'm very pleased with what JP Morgan and B of A are doing. Fine, crash the dollar. Good, go ahead. Because, A, the American average person needs to learn a lesson. Number two, the banking systems need to fail. And number three, the dollar needs to fail. The dollar needs to be driven down so far into the earth that it gets burned to ash by the plasma core of the earth itself. That's where it needs to be. So, these are all positive things. Now, it's going to be rough getting through it. I know that. Get prepared. It's not per se going to diminish any of the tangible resources, but the currencies are going to collapse. And we're going to be looking at a different world. So, yeah, real simple today, real to the point. I didn't want to get too drawn out. There's a lot of people on YouTube, and there's a lot of people in the mainstream media, not mainstream, but alternative media, that they will talk and 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 talk for 5 hours about European situation, what the ECB is doing, what the bondholders are doing. Just shut up. Just shut up, man. It's just noise. It's just shut up. Europe is going to fail. The United States will soon thereafter follow. And this is another contingency of why I believe this. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It doesn't matter if you're short or tall. It doesn't matter at all if there's 500,000 people screaming and yelling outside your front door. It doesn't matter. Okay, guys, have a good weekend. Thanks again.